times the devil tries to turn me around. Keep pressing on, cause my soul is heavy now. Cause my soul is heaven now.
What is the deal? What's happening with my Raider family, man? You're back for another live episode of the Raider Rundown. You already know what time it is, man. We live at 5 like we always are, man. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you stick around, man. At least hit the like button, hit that thumbs up. Also, you know what I mean? If you are a member, I'm so glad to have you back today, right? We're going to be discussing a lot of the draft rumors before tomorrow. Is going to get wild, going to get crazy, right? And at the same time, we're going to do our final mock draft. So without further ado, man, let's go ahead. Let's get that intro started, man. Let's get the show cracking. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's another episode of the Raider Rundown, man. Happy to be back with y'all, like always, every Wednesday live at 5, right? Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button down there. And if you're really feeling what you're hearing, hit the little subscribe button as well. But without further ado, man, like I said, we're going to be going ahead. We're going to be talking about a lot of things that have been whispering right around the league as far as what the Raiders are going to do. So realistically, we're going to be talking about a lot of that. We're going to be doing some mock drafts here. And I want to hear from y'all, right? Like, what do y'all think the Raiders going to do tomorrow, right? But you know how we always start off the show, man. Every show, we got to start it off with just a little bit of... Man, y'all know what time it is, man. We got started with the roll call, man. So y'all was in the chat thick. Much appreciated as always, man. You already know what time it is. Brian, how you feeling, man? Member to the channel. Much love to you. Glad you can be here today on this Wednesday. Raider Paul, always showing love with a big Raiders. Much love to you, dog. Glad you can make it as well. Stuart, man, how you feeling this evening? Hope you feeling well. 2 cents, my dog. Always supporting, always showing up heavy, man. For sure, for sure. R. Brooks, first time I've seen you to the channel, man, but much love to you. Hopefully, I'll be seeing a lot more of you. And also, my dog, Space Beast, in the building, man. Oh, I done heard about Phillips. I done seen Phillips a little bit too, man. Okay, that's an interesting name. I done seen him a little bit. I did he not have a visit with the Raiders as well? I believe he had a visit with the Raiders as well. So not bad. Also, I do want to go over the Raiders' top 30 visits just to see if any of those top 30 visits end up getting picked, right? Want to go through that as well. So BZ, my dog in the building, man. Salute to you, man. Glad you can make it. Taddy, he says get a QB, then load up on offensive line and defense. Man, can't lie with that. Can't lie with that at all. I mean, I think that's exactly what we need to be doing, man. Real quick, man. Got to talk about Jayhawk Raider, man. The calm before the draft. Let's go. Hey, calm for the draft, indeed. By the way, man, since you are a Kansas fan, how do you feel about Austin Booker? I've been watching a little bit of his tape, bro. You know what I mean? Real cool tape. First, Stuart, let me see what he says. I don't want to start things off on a sad note, but can everybody take a moment to send prayers to Hondo Carpenter and his family who is at his brother's funeral today? For sure, for sure. You know how we do it, man. We can go ahead and give him that 10 seconds of silence. May he rest in power. We'll go ahead and give him that 10. May he rest in power, man. Hey, so everybody salute to Hondo, man. Regardless of how you feel, he does work for the nation, man. Whether you agree, disagree, but regardless of the fact, man, always, prayers up to somebody who has lost a loved one, for sure. Cowtown, man. Cowtown. How you feeling, man? 24 hours, bro. I hope I see your ass tomorrow in that stream. Shameless plug, right? So tomorrow, if you don't know, you're about to know right now. We are doing a live draft watch party tomorrow here on the Raider Rundown and throughout the TRS Syndicate, right? 7:30 it starts. 7:30, we're going to let the Syndicate going to do their thing. Once 8 o'clock hit, the link is open to everybody that is viewing, everybody that's on the socials. What does that mean? That means if you press the link, you have the opportunity to come on screen with me, with Chris, with Leo, with Turf. Any one of us, right? You got the chance to come on screen, speak your piece, man, talk how you want to talk. And at the same time, man, it's going to be a very fun time. And if we get who we want to get, right? Or we just like the prospect, we going to smoke our shit, drink our shit, and talk our shit, man. So make sure y'all pull up tomorrow, 7:30, man. And don't be late. I hope I see you, Cowtown, in that mug, man, because that shit right there is going to be live tomorrow. Going to be live. Let me see, man. Cowtown says tapping in from the 707. Salute to Rundown and the rest of the Raider Nation. You already know what time it is, man. So, hey, salute to everybody that's in this mug. You know, I love for y'all to continue the conversation. Keep tapping in the comment section. Also, you know what time it is. Keep tapping the like button as well, man. Much appreciated for everybody. Want to continue the conversation and get it going, man. So without further ado, right, we got to go ahead and start with a regular segment that we always got to start with, right? And that would be we got to talk about the Raider recents, right? And nowhere other to start than with this shit right here, right? You talk about Tom Telesco and the Raiders, surprisingly, but not surprisingly, calling the Washington Commanders to see if they're interested about moving up to number 2, right? Crazy series of events that have went on, right? But is it really that crazy? Is it really that wild to really hear that they've talked about moving to 2? It's not. I don't think it's that wild to me, right? I think we knew what this was going to be. they're going to kick the tires. Now, I never thought that 2 was the place to go anyway. We're not going to be able to go to 2. It's a little too steep. 3. From 3 and beyond is where I start to believe the Raiders have a chance to move up, right? If the Patriots don't like Jayden Daniels, which I don't believe they do, right? I don't believe they do. Then I think we'd be able to move up to 3, right? And select him there or something like that. We'll see how that goes. But regardless of the fact, I think Drake May is going to be the 2nd overall pick. That's just me, right? I think Drake May is going to be the 2nd overall pick to the Washington Commanders. He feels more like a Commanders pick, right? Feels more like he can operate that Kingsbury offense. I don't know. There's something about it. I think he might be there, man. But regardless of it, it's not really surprising to me that the Raiders have kicked the tires on that. It's not surprising that if it comes out that they've kicked the tires on trading up to 3, right? Because we're going to do everything in our godly power to try to secure the quarterback. Now, if we don't end up selecting him tomorrow, you're hearing from me first. I'm going to be disappointed, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, fuck this team. No, bro, like, it is what it is, right? At least they tried. That's all I give a fuck about, the trying effort, right? The trying effort is all I care about. And if they were to try and yet fail at securing Jayden Daniels, then no well, right? But I'm not of that mindset. I think that they might fuck around and pull it off. They might. Now, obviously, some things got to fall our way. Some things got to go our way. But regardless of the fact, I think that we might have a little shot. Man. I mean, but I want to hear from y'all, right? Hearing that they done tapped in to the number 2 overall pick. How do y'all feel about that? Like, does that give y'all more hope? Does that not change what y'all were already thinking, right? Because if you were already of the mindset that we weren't going to be trading up to get that motherfucker anyway, then hey, it don't make no sense to you, right? You don't even believe it regardless. But I do want to see, right? I do want to see what y'all talking about, man. Cowtown is here to give us his middle fisk. Man, bro. Cowtown, if we do select Fisk, bro, that is going to be a wild moment. I'll tell you that. We select Fisk tomorrow. Not even tomorrow. It's not going to be tomorrow. It's going to be on Friday we select Fisk, right? But if we select Fisk at any point on this weekend, it's going to be a crazy thing. 2 Cents says, with so many options, please don't make Bo Nix an option. Boy Nix an option. Nah. Hey, man. I don't want Bo Nix whatsoever. I don't. Not whatsoever. Let me see. Okay, I know you're not going to like this rundown, but I want the Raiders to stick and pick at 13 with a tackle. Now, look, of course, my number 1 plan is to secure Jayden Daniels. And as you can see from what we were talking about just now, right, for everybody that has just joined, we talking about the Raiders moving up to secure a quarterback, calling the Commanders about the number 2 overall pick. If we can't do that, then I'm all for that, Stuart. I'm not going to lie to you, right? Like, you know me, right? If it's any quarterback, I want Jayden. If we can't, it's tackle city, baby. I'm straight with that. I don't care if some people I see, they're like, oh, it's not a sexy pick. Bro, that O-line couldn't get more of a sexier pick. It couldn't be more of a sexier pick to me, right? Like, I feel like we need some shit like that. We need some road grader, right? Somewhere on that offensive line, and we need to secure it in this draft right here. So you ain't gonna hear me complain. Shit, we go with Fuaga. We somehow secure Fashanu, Joe Alt. I'm just saying, if some way, somehow, if we secure that, you ain't gonna hear a peep out of me, right? But you're gonna hear me complain for sure if they stay at 13 and take a fucking corner, right? Whatever the case, but we'll talk about that. But let me know how y'all feel, man. Let me know how y'all feel. Do y'all think we have a chance to secure Jayden? I mean, we might as well put it out there, right? Because the hours are ticking by, right? The hours are ticking by. If something's gonna happen, it's either gonna happen tonight or it's gonna happen the day of. I'm of the mindset, I've already said it already, right? Something's gonna happen tomorrow. It's gonna be a move tomorrow. A trade will be happening. In what capacity? Who knows? And will we be part of that trade? I fucking hope so. I 100% hope so, because I believe that if we do secure Jaden Daniels, that our future is looking very bright. But at the end of the day, got to be two to tango, man. Got to be two to tango, man. Let me see what y'all been talking about, man. Let me see. 22. Oh, my dog OJ, man. What's the deal? How you feeling, man? OJ says, fuck all that. If you're not first, you're last, man. All right. OJ says, miss me with that trying shit. Get it done, period. I feel that. And I feel that. I do. At the end of the day, right? As sad as it will be, I don't want to be in that mindset, because I know that it takes two to tango, right? It takes two teams to tango, bro. And I can't lie and sit here and say, like, if they try and say the Patriots don't want to do it and they want to select somebody, or somebody don't want to do it, can't be mad at that, right? That's just how the game go. Just how the game go. And at the end of the day, if that's how it's played, then we got to fuck around and go to that plan B, right? Now, me personally, I know what my plan B is, but I will save that for when we're about to start doing the mock drafts and all that. But I know good and damn well what my plan B is. We all know what the plan B is, right? If we talking about just like quarterback is for sure Michael Penix, but I'm not picking him at 13. I'm not doing it, right? I'm not doing it. Regardless of it, you cannot convince me that he should be our 13th overall pick. Now, if you trade it back up into the first round or whatever the case, and you got him like that late in the first, so be it. And I'm fine with that, right? I'd be fine with that. Like for example, if you move up to number like 27, I'm just spitballing shit, right? 27, 26, right? Like if you move up to that and to secure Michael Penix, I would be fine, because guess what? At 13, you selected a tackle, or whatever the fuck you did at 13, right? It's probably a tackle. Hopefully, you selected a tackle, and then you moved back up and got a quarterback. Who can be mad at that, right? But the investment that you're making at 13 with just him is crazy. It's wild. And in no way, no how do I see us doing that. Now, if we do that, I'm telling y'all right now, I'm not going to like the pick. I'm not. Right. And then some people are going to be like, oh, it's the Raiders. You're supposed to like the pick. We don't have. I've said it on this channel numerous times. Because this is our favorite team, don't mean we got to agree with every single shit they do. Right. That, like, we don't. So if they do that tomorrow, right, and they'll select the tackle at 13 or whatever the case, I'm not going to like the pick. Now, there's a chance that the pick will work out. And I do understand and acknowledge that fact that if Michael Penix is the 13th overall pick, huge chance of that ended up working out. But there's also a huge chance of it not. So regardless of the fact, that will be on wait and see mode. But as of right now, I have a good suspicion that we're going to get a good player, right? We're going to get a good player. That's where I'm feeling, man. I'm feeling like we're going to get somebody that we're all going to be like, okay, let's go. I like that, right? If we stay at 13, right? I'll say if we stay at 13, then I think that's going to be the reaction. I think that's going to be the reaction tomorrow. Like, I like that. It's a good pick. Let's keep it going. And, let's continue the momentum. I think that's going to be the reaction, because honestly, there are just too many good players in this draft, bro, to fuck it up. Too many good players in the draft to fuck it up, right? I've seen momentum on, let me see. I've seen, and before I continue, make sure you guys hitting the like button. But before, I've seen momentum with some other guys being picked by the Raiders, right? And I would be fine with those as well. But at the end of the day, let me see what you guys are talking about, man. Stuart says, we have a huge problem, and that is the Vikings. They have 2 first-round picks. They are more likely to be able to trade up with the Commanders. Although I agree with you, Stuart, I do say, right, that they don't like our quarterback. I don't think they like Jaden as much as we like Jaden, right? Because I think that, for example, if they can move up to secure Drake May, that's what they're going to do. No questions asked, right? Or if Drake May goes, I feel like they would say, okay, let's pivot to JJ McCarthy, right? And that's another wild card in the equation. Where's JJ McCarthy gonna land? Another wild card in the equation. So from there, you look, right? I really think that those would be the options for Minnesota right there. It's McCarthy and Drake May. They really want that. And I think those two would be first before Jaden. But that's just my opinion. We're going to see what happens tomorrow, right? Brian says, I hope the Commanders pick Drake May. I have a strong suspicion they're going to pick Drake May. A strong suspicion. That's just me. But we're going to see, man. Eric, man, salute to Eric, man. Always in the building, man. Salute to you, my guy. He says, salute nation. I am starting to feel like staying at 13 is a smart move because I think we will end up giving up too much. How much is too much? That's the question, right? How much is too much for your franchise quarterback, right? That again, I think that's the thing that you really have to ask yourself in this whole like equation that we're in here. Like, what is an amount too steep? At the end of the day, I think 3 first rounds for a guy that I believe that can be our franchise dude for 10 years, and I don't mean mediocrity. I mean a guy that can have us in contention in the years to come. Then what price is too steep, right? Like that's how I would feel if I feel like that's the dude. That's pretty much how I feel because I feel like J.E. Daniels is that dude. So to me, 3 first rounds, so be it. Right? So be it. Gotta spend money to make that bread, bro. You gotta spend money to make money. And that's where I'm at. But if we can't, we can't. It is what it is. Right? Space B says 13. Trade with the Rams at 19. I already like that. Get 15, or I like that. Rams take Latu or Murphy, and I can see Latu going to the Rams. Okay, this is looking good. 19, we take Penix. 44, Leggett, Fisk, Edrin Cooper, Haynes, Jalen Wright. It's not bad. That's not bad. I'm not going to lie to you, Space Beast. That's not bad at all. I am kind of rocking with that, right? Now, I'd still kind of 19 for Penix. It's not terrible. 19, because you got a second round back. And that's the next thing I will say, right? If you take Penix in that first round, what Space Beast did right here, that's acceptable. You want to know why? Because you gained an extra second round pick and still got Michael Penix, right? So to gain that extra pick, to me, would be very important if you're going to select him anywhere in that top section right there. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, getting that extra pick, even at 19, I still you know what I mean? It still makes me cringe. I'm not even going to lie to you. That shit still make me cringe. But you got the extra second. So I can't be mad at that. I like that shit. I ain't gonna be mad, bro. Doing your thing right there, Space. 2 Cents says, unfortunately, not securing Kingsbury as OC is going to sting Raiders hard when Commanders select JD5. Should have inked him for the next year. Regardless, 2 Cents, we was gonna have to trade up. 2, it's gonna be Drake May, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna be Drake May. I don't know why I think it's gonna be Drake May. The whole time, and I don't know where this shit has shifted. Y'all can go ahead and correct me if I'm wrong. But the whole time, right, before the real draft process and shit got started, we were looking, and Drake May was squarely in the second, spot as far as quarterbacks went. And you were talking about your quarterback rankings. I remember everybody was saying, oh, Drake May, and this is before all this, combine shit and all that got started. So to now see how it's shifted, right? To see now how the talk on Drake May is now a different type of talk is interesting. It's interesting. But I still think that the consensus would be that Drake May is that second overall pick. That's just me. Now, if he's not, and Jaden gets taken second overall, the Band-Aid is fucking ripped off at that point, right? Then the Band-Aid is ripped, and then we can just go about our fucking business at that point, right? And then we could just talk about trading down. At that point, I'd be more excited to trade the fuck down. So, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, shit. Brian got the party started. Salute to my guy. He says, rundown. We also need to wait until some players are cut or released in June. We can sign some good players with the money saved by cutting Jimmy G. And salute to Brian, man. Appreciate the super chat. Much love, much appreciated. At the same time, man, he's completely right. As far as the market right now, it's very quiet. I know some people are still asking what are the Raiders going to do as far as signings for certain players, but certain people still have yet to be cut. Certain people have still yet to, be released by certain teams as cap casualties. So we will see, right? We will see. And I think there are some veterans on other squads that are going to be playing, in a Raiders uniform soon. So I think we just got to go ahead and be a little patient what we got going on. Brian says he wants Mitchell at 13. Not mad. If it's like I said, I don't really want a corner, but if it's Mitchell, so be it, right? Shout out to Frank White. He says, I think the Commanders are drafting Drake May. If they were interested in Daniels, it wouldn't be a secret. No, it wouldn't be a secret. Shout out to Frank, bro. Man, let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about it because today's show, right, we're not really getting too technical. Now, we will be looking at the Raiders' top 30 visits, right? We will be taking a closer, in-depth look at the top 30 visits to see if any of the players that we talk about get selected over this weekend, right? But at the end of the day, this is a very interesting quote, right? Because let's really talk about this. If they really wanted Jaden, why is it so damn secretive? What's the secret for, right? Because at the end of the day, we all know who's going number one. It's not like that shit's a big secret. We are like, no, there's no big conspiracy at number one, bro. It's going to be Caleb. So you have no threat in anybody taking Jaden Daniels at that point, if that's who you really want. And let's really keep it a buck, bro. Let's keep it a real bean pie, right? That Top Golf shit was bullshit, bro. That was trash. That shit was terrible. Who the fuck takes a whole top 30 visit, whatever the fuck, with all the top quarterback prospects and puts them all in one room to play fucking Top Golf? That shit is stupid, right? So regardless of it, that's a point there deducted. If that was me, like if that was fucking, if I was Jaden Daniels, Pops or Jaden Daniels, regardless of the fact, I'll look at that and be like, that shit's weird. That shit was weird. And you can say whatever the fuck you want to say. Oh, we want to see their competitive nature. We want to see all that. Man, fuck you. All right, you've selected me at number 2. Competitive nature, regardless of the fact, bro, you know what I'm on. You know what I'm about. Why do we have to do all this big secretive ass meeting about, oh, we got to see how they react? We got to see how all these prospects act within the room amongst each other when they'll never fucking be like that again. Like, they'll never be in this setting again. But yet, let's go ahead and let's try this shit out. You know what I mean? Like, you see how stupid that shit sounds? So at the end of the day, that didn't make no damn sense. And I agree 100%. If Jaden was the dude, wouldn't be this big hoopla and confusion, right? Seems like fucking confusion coming from that side, but hey, maybe it's different. Stewart says, the wild card in this QB situation are the Seahawks. They might take one at 17 to be Geno Smith's eventual replacement. That could be Penix. I see the connection that people make because of the school and all that. I don't know. I smell defense. I smell defense with that coach, with that new regime. You know what I mean? It just screams defensive pick. But we'll see. I just feel like if Latu falls somewhere around there, I think they'll fuck around and get Latu. I think they'll fuck around and get him another defensive tackle. A lot of great scenarios for them to go, but I don't think that quarterback is one of those to me. Let's see. I like that draft, just missing the right tackle. Yep. Let me see. Okay, now this is answering the question. Raider, Laker, TDs. And first of all, right, that Laker game the other night was fucking atrocious, bro. How the fuck, 20-point lead, right? 20-point lead and niggas lose. Like, can't even speak about that, bro. That's just crazy. That takes me back to some Raider shit 2 years ago, right? Never again. But at the end of the day, okay, nothing too much for a franchise QB, you say. Your QB. Think about that, right? This our dude. This is the dude that we want. What's too steep? If you believe that this is the dude you can win with, what price is too steep? Let's see. Smart man, Frank White. 3 firsts is too much for DeMarcus Webb. Too much for you, huh? I don't know, man. It all depends on how much you believe in said player, right? Because if you believe in said player to the point where you believe that he can be, a perennial guy to help you win, then fuck it. I'm on it, right? I do what I got to do. It is what it is. But if I don't really believe that this guy is that guy to do that, then I wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? I wish I would have said this sooner in the process, right? But trading up just depends on how much you believe in said player. That's to me. Eric says, and a player. It's a lot of capital. But if we believe, then that's not a lot of capital. Shit, let's see what OJ says. I hate that giving up too much narrative, man. How is anything too much to go get your franchise QB? The way I see it, we've had 22 years to try this the other way. It ain't worked. The time is now. And I fully agree with this statement right here, OJ. And that leads me to a point you made me think, right? Y'all making the brain work today, right? But at the end of the day, I say, based off what OJ said, I fully agree, bro. How much it's never really too much to get a franchise QB. And then we talk about the time span, right? We have done things the same way for 2 decades now. We have pretty much done shit the same way for 2 decades now. And at the end of the day, when it comes to this quarterback situation, even looking at the history of our team, right? Never really been aggressive to ever really get a quarterback. Think about the last time we think about this as an organization, franchise standpoint from Al's conception or whatever the case, right? You think about this, they've never really been aggressive for a quarterback. We've never done that. But it's about time to change that shit up, bro. It's bad, right? It's bad. At any job, at any other job, if the shit isn't working, they are going to fire and hire whoever they feel is responsible and can elevate, right? At the end of the day. And if that don't work as far as personnel standpoint, then you got to change philosophy. I think now is about that time, bro, to change fucking philosophy, right? Change the way of thinking. And I see a lot of people, Raiders have never moved up. Interesting, right? Do that shit, bro. Fuck it. Who cares, bro? It's a new era, new day, new age. Fuck all that. We've never done this. We've never done that. Sometimes it's time to change the shit up. That's just what it is. And tomorrow, regardless if you move up for Daniels or not, tomorrow is a new era of just doing the shit the right way, bro. That's the name of the game tomorrow. That's the motto of the whole shit. Do it the right way. If it's not Daniels, select who the fuck you're supposed to select. Where it don't now, right? Where the pick go on screen and we all looking like the fucking Raider meme that circles around every draft year. Everybody looking the same. Like, bro, please select who you're supposed to select. And I think tomorrow we're going to do that, though. But the narrative on the quarterback, I'm giving up whatever. I don't give a damn. I'm going to do it. Robert says, if QB is our priority, we have to take Penix with our first pick as he will not make it midway to pick 44. Some teams will take a chance on him as a project. Yeah, they might. Me personally, I've always been of the mindset of saying, like, just because they do it don't mean we got to do it, bro. I'm not, I can't do it. I can't do it. And it's too risky for me to grab him in the first round. But if we can somehow move back and still secure, then I'd be fine with that. 100% be okay, man. 100% be okay. Now, before we continue, man, we got 158 people in the whole thing, man. In the whole thing. Wow. So, if you're new to the channel, make sure you're hitting the like, hitting the subscribe button if you really like what you're feeling, man. But at least just hit that thumbs up for the kid, right? Just hit the thumbs up for the kid. Much appreciated, but it's much love to all Raider Nation, everybody that's tapping in with the guy here on a Wednesday afternoon, right? You could be anywhere getting your Raider news, anywhere getting your Raider flavor, but you're here, man. So I appreciate y'all, man. Definitely. Cowtown says, I don't know if it's just me, but because I think we need to add across the board, but I'm more excited about Friday. Yeah. I've started to be like that too. I ain't gonna lie. Just based off the fact, like, you know, we already know what's going to happen pretty much in round one. It's kind of scripted, and not even that. It's just one pick, right? It's just one pick. I like multiple picks. You know what I mean? I like to see what's going on the chessboard, but I agree with you. You guys are fooling yourselves. Penix won't be there past 15. We'll see. We'll see, man. It's a wild accusation to me, but I don't think I think he will. Let's see. Side to overpay vetted QB or draft. They might hit QB in the draft is the same Raider shit we've been seeing for too damn long. Make the change. Get your guy. I agree. And what he just said is 100% facts. Did the same shit for too long, bro. Same Raider shit for too long. Let's see. 2 Cents says at the beginning of my evaluation process, lost interest in May. Things the rest of the NFL did is so as well. I don't know, man. It's just wild, bro. It's really wild. And he was really regarded as the consensus number two overall quarterback halfway through the college season. Real wild. Oh, George, what's the deal, man? What? Ready for the draft, bro? It's gonna be a party in this motherfucker tomorrow, man. I hope I see you, bro. I hope I see you tomorrow for sure. Because it's going to be a party in this bitch tomorrow. I'll tell you that. Realistically, I hope I see, no lie, I hope I see some of y'all faces on screen. I really hope y'all join the link, bro. I really do, because I really want to hear some of y'all takes, you know what I mean, live. I want to hear some of y'all takes, how y'all feel, whatever the case, some of the reactions. I want to hear all that shit live, bro. Get your rocks off, man. Talk your shit. Talk your shit. Let's see. Stewart says his ideal draft would be 13 alt. 44 Penix, 77 Benson, Kyrie Jackson. Oh, yeah. I like all that. So make sure you guys are hitting the like button, man. Make sure you guys are staying tapped in with the conversation. Oh, shit. Last but not least, you know I had to say what's up to my girl Myra, man. How you feeling, Myra? I'm glad you can make it today in the building, man. And also, Michael 918, salute to you as well. Who's gonna fall in the draft? Happens every year. I think it's gonna be Penix. If you want to talk about like a fall, right? I think it's gonna be Penix. And most people are gonna say, "Oh my God, that's a fall," but I think he's gonna go right where he needs to go, closer to the second round, late first maybe. He might go late first. But I think he's going to go closer to the second round. That's where I'm feeling. Start on the segment here, right? We're going to start on the segment here, and we're going to put it like that. Who do you not want the Raiders to draft, right? Who Raider draft don'ts, right? Who are y'all draft don'ts, right? And I'll tell you right now, there are a couple don'ts I have. There's a couple don'ts and do nots that I would say for the draft for me. And I say it right here. First one that I will go with, and I know some people are high, but I'm not high. J.C. Latham, right? That's my number one. I'll give you guys at least 3 to 5 names that I really don't like right now. J.C. Latham is one. And I know people are enamored with the size. But to me, I feel like when I watch his tape and I get into the evaluation, I expect more, right? I expect more from the frame. And when I say that, it's like the run blocking is something to be desired from a guy of that size, right? Also, at the end of the day, I mean, it's not technique-wise. It's really not technique. His technique is fine. It comes from the lower body, right? The lower body doesn't seem to have a lot of strength behind it. So sometimes you can see him lose reps like that. And at the end of the day, I know some people are high, but at 13, I think that's a little too high, in my opinion, for him. So Latham is one that I'd like to probably stay away from. Also, what else? Next one that I really don't like, in my opinion, and that would be Terrion Arnold. I really don't. I've said it from the jump, and this ain't no new shit if you're new to the channel, but yeah, I'm not a Terrion Arnold fan. I don't really think that should be the pick there, and I don't think we should get a corner regardless at 13. But if we're gonna get a corner at 13, I'd rather go with Quinyon Mitchell, right, over Terrion Arnold. If Quinyon Mitchell is there, if he's there, for sure, grab him. If he's not, trade back if you can, or take a fucking defensive tackle. But I think Terrion Arnold for sure at 13 is a little too high in my estimation, is in my opinion. Not really the biggest fan of him. I think he's a little grabby. He trails a lot. And I still think he's got some shit to work on technique wise. It's gonna take him like a year or two probably in the league to get it together. So we'll see it there. But I that's my next one. I don't really like Terrion Arnold at 13. Really wouldn't be my surefire option. Wouldn't like that shit. Next person that you stay away from, I believe that I think that, we can probably go in other directions. And of course, I'm going to put it Michael Penix, right? Michael Penix is a guy that you do not need to be picking at 13. No way, no how, right? If there's any other position, you would be saying you're not getting him in the top 15. But because it's a quarterback, we feel like, yeah, we need to go ahead and make that move because he's a quarterback. We're not going to, regardless of it, bro, I'm okay off that. I'm fine. I think that if he's getting talked about going at 13, that means there was a run on quarterbacks, and that means that other positions have fell down the board, right? Other positions have fell down the board, and then that means we can go ahead and probably select a top tackle, top corner. Even though I just said I don't really like corner, but Quinyon Mitchell might be there, right? Top D tackle. Whatever the possibility, we can grab that. But I think that getting Penix at 13, too rich for the blood, bro. Too rich for the blood. Last, right, but not least, I would say that I'd stay away from Tyler Guyton at 13. That's just me. But I don't think we go ahead and grab him at 13 regardless. But if I was just to say a name, probably Tyler Guyton, another name. Don't even think about no Bo Nix at 13. Don't even do that whatsoever, right? Don't make no sense. But those are probably pretty much the guys that I say, stay away from, because every other position group that I'm not naming don't need no receiver, right? We're not getting that. No linebackers, right? None of that shit. So we'll see. We will definitely see. But those are my do nots. So y'all let me know down below, man. Who do y'all feel like y'all do not want the Raiders to draft at all? Like, if you hear him at 13, it might be a little problem, right? Might be a little problem. Let me see. And before I put that, man, salute to Fear Raider, man. Salute to Fear Raider. Fuck them picks, Raider fans. Since the 70s, time for us to make an aggressive move. Can't fucking read it. Aggressive move. Yeah. Okay. I like that. Oh. And Brian Rodriguez said Trey Hendrickson requested a trade from the Bengals. I would like that. And I'm going to give y'all something that I do believe the Raiders do need to do tomorrow, or just, the weekend period. And some people, it's not really a big talking point, right? Not a big talking point. But let's see what you guys talking about. Rebel, salute to you, my guy. So you wouldn't be happy if we took Quinyon Mitchell at 13. There's a bunch of top-tier tackles we can get early in the second. There's only one Quinyon Mitchell in the draft, my opinion. If it's Quinyon, sure. I'd be like, all right, cool, understand it. At 13, I don't want to corner really at all at 13, but because I want to tackle. But if we got Quinyon at 13, I'm not gonna be mad. I'll be like, all right, cool. I like that. So let's see how the rest of the draft shakes out from there, right? That's what I would say out that right there. Let's see. May play good with a terrible offensive line and no weapons. Facts. And Chris Ford, the link is already on my channel, right? The link, if you're talking about for tomorrow, the draft watch party, it's already on my channel, already up there. You could throw a thumbs up button on it if you already want, but it's already up for 7:30 tomorrow. You know what time it is. Myra says the rest of TRS is going to act a fool in Detroit. Facts. They already on the way. And they're going to be getting some content. They're going to be joining live on the stream as well, man. It's going to be a fun time tomorrow for sure. Let's see. Drake May is a dog. Has a lot of upside. Reminds me of Herbert. Could be. Bo Nix is falling. Let him go to the Donkeys. Oh, yeah. Guaranteed. Don't want Bo Nix. Me neither. Not at 13. Don't draft Bo Nix. Facts. Don't want McCarthy. Okay. All right. Okay. I haven't seen too many not want McCarthy's. I've seen a lot of Raider fans start to warm up to that idea. Kojo, what's the deal, man? Salute to you. Salute, Rundown. Let's get this motherfucking pick tomorrow. Let's get a car tackled. Man, I want to tackle, bro. I want to tackle. I'm not gonna lie. I think I want to shore up something. Now, I have said I am a Thayer Munford believer, right? But I like to shore up that offensive line right now, because at the end of the day, if you're not going to get Jaden Daniels, then it's probably looking like it's going to be Aiden O'Connell or Gardner Minshew or whatever the fucking case, right? Or if you find a way to get Penix, right, you get that. But at the end of the day, he's still going to need some fucking protection. So, got to rock with some offensive line security. That's where I feel. George says, I'll be here tomorrow, no doubt. Been here since day one. Ain't going nowhere. I'm here, bro. Chat, folks, hit the like button. Hell, hit it a couple times. Most definitely, man. I got to get some shit like Turf, the little button, man. But I'm going to get a button for all my guys, man. Most definitely. He been here since day one, bro. Hope I can, like I said, I hope I can see you on screen, bro. But if not, and you in the chat, that's good enough for your boy, man. But make sure you guys hitting the like button on this thing, man. It's much appreciated for everybody that's in this mug. Oh, Rebel says Rome Odunze. I can't justifiably take Rome Odunze when I got a guy like fucking Xavier Legette that I can get in the second round, right? Like, it's like that's, and you're probably not gonna get a guy like Xavier Legette in the second round. But regardless, I don't think we're at the point where we got to be taking a receiver in the first round. I think that's gonna make a lot of people mad. It's probably gonna make me scratch, right? It's probably gonna make my head itch like a motherfucker if we take him at 13. Now, not a bad player at all. But not something we need. If a GM draft Penix in the top 20 picks, it goes wrong, someone's losing their job. Correct. I completely agree. Someone is losing their job. Paulo says, watch your show. I love the show. Don't say nothing, but I think we should trade back. Hey, I appreciate you for just watching the show. Even some of y'all that tune in, on the regular and don't comment, because I know there's some of y'all in there. I appreciate y'all just being one of them silent killers, right? Just hit me with that thumbs up and we all good. But trading back, I'm a fan of trading back and getting the extra second round, right? I'm a very big fan of that. If we cannot secure Jaden Daniels, I am a very big fan of moving back. Let's see. Black Sunday, salute. JC Latham doesn't fit the mold of the offensive line to Let's Go Drafts. So I think he's out too. Another great point by Black Sunday, man. I don't think JC Latham should be on the radar. I don't think he's going to be the pick. Now, there's going to be something that I talk about in just a little bit that I think that has been interesting, right? And let me put it right here. I got to type my shit in, but make sure you guys are hitting the like button, man. But at the end of the day, have started to hear something about Latu, right? Would you be mad if the Raiders selected Latu? And that is the defensive end from UCLA at pick 13. Would you be mad? I've seen a lot of people on X, whatever the case, right, start to mention him, right? Max Crosby had an interview with him. Then Antonio Pierce releases something from him. I don't think Antonio Pierce released it himself, but at the end of the day, it was some NFL draft thing where he was talking a lot too, right? So, there's some smoke coming off of there that could be a guy that the Raiders would target if things are starting to fall a certain way. Would you be mad at that? Now, I went back today. I've already watched him, but I went back today for the fuck of it and just watched some. Real technical, bro. Real technical. He's smooth as butter with everything he does. He comes in day one, bro. He's going to be able to rush the passer. That's what he's going to be able to do. Especially because he's going to be hitting double teams on a weaker offensive lineman, probably because, he was going to be looking at Max. So he'll be able to eat and feast. Does have a problem with some strength sometimes, I will say. But the hands, the feet, them shits are sweet, bro. Them shits are sweet. Would be a very good pick at 13. If we don't, like if the tackle we want ain't there, not really feeling the corner selection, I could see Latu. But at 13, to me, I don't think it's gonna happen. Right? Just my gut feeling is too high. Like for a D end for us personally, right? For us personally, I don't think we really need a D end that high. Would I be mad at the pick? Fuck no, I'm not gonna be mad at a guy that can rush the passer. But the position he plays, gut feeling, I don't think we necessarily need that at pick 13. That's just me. Now, how would you guys feel if he was the pick, right? How would you feel? Just want to see y'all gut reactions, man. Just want to see y'all gut reactions. Let me see. If he stays healthy, I wouldn't be mad. Oh, he has health problems too. Yeah. See, I'm already talking shit about Penix. Then I can't justifiably say anything about that. It is what it is. I say Chiefs Kingdom, but that's a Miami dog. I'm not even gonna entertain it. Not even gonna entertain it. Latu in the third. You mean in the third round? I don't know if he gets to the third round there. I don't know if he'll get there to the third round, man. And next thing, salute to Myra. Understand the assignment. Say no to boneless wings on this Wednesday, right? It is Wing Wednesday. We gotta support the wings from wherever you get them from, but stay away from the boneless wings. And if you do eat them, understand that you're eating a chicken nugget. But that is what it is. That's all we have to understand. Okay. Cowtown says Bengals 3-time Pro Bowl Trey Hendrickson has requested to be traded from Cincinnati, per league source. Hendrickson is due to make $15 million this season and is looking for more long term. Okay. Hey, now look, if we don't come up on a D end with the draft, I think we should make a move at that shit right there. I do like that. But at the end of the day, right? Brian says if we pick him, we will have the best D-line in football. That is true. OJ says best player available at 13. Wouldn't be mad at that. Like I said, right? If he's there, and all the other guys we may target, Fuaga gone, right? Mitchell's gone, right? He's sitting there. Like, I wouldn't be mad at it. Wouldn't be mad at it. Gut feeling, we don't really need that at 13, but shit, having the best D-line in football don't sound bad to me. Don't sound bad at all. So I'll fuck around and do it if he is there. I've just seen a lot, and I wanted to see the kind of reactions, right, on where we at. So as we continue here, right, we coming up on the hour. Hit the like button. What I'm thinking we can do here, right, is go ahead now and talk about who we would like to select at 13. Then we're going to go ahead and see some of the top 30 visits, right, on what the Raiders have done. And then also hit a little bit of that mock draft, man. So if the Raiders stayed at 13, who would you want them to select, right? Who's the pick at 13? If the Raiders are staying at 13, who is the pick, right? Let me know down below. Now, my players that I think we could go with, right? If we stay at 13, of course, Fuaga. That's one. Quinyon Mitchell, another one. You stay at 13. I think you may select Quinyon Mitchell. We look, me personally, I know a lot of people talk about Byron Murphy. I want Johnny Newton. I think Johnny Newton would be a better guy, but just based off, if I was being like truthful, I think it might be Byron Murphy though. So regardless, Johnny Newton, Byron Murphy, they'll split right at 13. I think I could take either one of those two though. Is what it is, right? And I throw a wild card at you, right? I throw a wild card at you as far as somebody that I think I would like as far as offensive line, and that's Amarius Mims, Georgia tackle, bro. I like Amarius, and I've said this a couple times, but I do like Amarius Mims. I do like his upside. I think that he wouldn't be a bad pick. If we gonna take a tackle for Fuaga's going and we just dead set on taking a tackle, I take Amarius Mims. But at the end of the day, let me see what you guys talking about, man. Let me see. I know it's gonna be a lot of Fuaga. Hey, and first of all, y'all know what time it is, man. FKC, man. Y'all know what time it is, bro. And I can't wait till the season. And I can't wait till we start whooping that ass. But guaranteed, we will see. As we go down, Chris wants Penix. Okay. Black Sunday wants Fuaga. Okay, all right. I know it's gonna be a lot of Fuaga in this motherfucker. Fuaga, Fisk at 13 is wild, Cowtown. I can't. You know what, bro? You know what? You didn't have too many offenses.
Move this man!
You done had too many offenses, man. All right, look, sit at this, but I like the rest of the list. But Fisk at 13, we can't do that, bro. We cannot do that. And at the end of the day, wait, I'm over here tripping. Whoever said that shit about, Latu going in the third, he's not going in the third. And secondly, hold on.
Move this man!
Get this man the fuck out of here, too. That's the next one. Guy had to go back for this motherfucker right here. Had to get him. So now, as we going, I see, Mitchell, Fuaga, right? Okay. Newton. I've been trying to tell people, OJ. I've been trying to tell motherfuckers, and they not listening to me. They are not listening. Newton is that dude. I think he's gonna be real. Black Sunday says Fatanu. Oh, Washington. Okay. He played left. The only reason I don't like doing all that shit, just because I don't like taking a guy who played left tackle and then putting him on that right side, right? I like play what you play, bro. You know what I mean? Make it comfortable for you. But that's just me. We'll see. But that Trey Hendrickson thing, man, that shit right there got me that shit got me excited. I like that. But I like all that. Hold on real quick. So now that we talk about top 30 visits, right? That's what we're going to talk about next, right? We're going to talk about the Raiders' top 30 visits and who the Raiders have already met with going in here, right? Who are the Raiders intrigued on? At top 30, I mean, now sometimes it can mean nothing if you go through all that, right? But it is just a little nugget on what the Raiders could be looking at as far as guys. So 3 days ago, the Raiders hosted Tez Walker on a top 30 visit, right? Which is kind of crazy. But so far, known Raiders top 30 visits, there's only 25 reported, 5 to be announced. So 3 days ago was Tez Walker, the receiver from North Carolina. So, right, that puts it down to 4. But regardless of it, right, so far, you see, of the quarterbacks, they've only met with Jordan Travis, Michael Hires from Samford, right? Michael Penix and Bo Nix. Those are the only quarterbacks that the Raiders have met with top 30 so far. So get that through, right? Not really something to be tripping about at the end of the day because as we see, right, the Raiders know Jaden Daniels already. They probably not interested in Drake May or JJ McCarthy, right? So we'll see from there. As far as running backs, they've only met with Carson Steele out of UCLA and Cody Schrader out of Missouri. That's the only running backs they have met with. Okay, so those are the only ones. As far as receivers go, They've only met with a guy named Leandrick Griffin from Mississippi State, and like I just said, Tez Walker from North Carolina. So those are guys that they met with as far as receivers. They go to tackles. They met with Jake Johanning from Furman, Travis Glover from Georgia State, and Matt Gonclaves from Pitt. I've seen little of Matt Gonclaves. I fuck with Matt Gonclaves if you were going to take him, but he's a later round pick if you're going to do that. Get the theme on a lot of these guys, correct? But as we continue, right? As far as inside offensive lineman, Garrett Greenfield from South Dakota State. Okay, boom. So that's right there. Oh, and I did lie. They did meet with Brendan Rice as well. Jerry Rice's son met with Brendan Rice as well. And as I continue, a lot of these guys, let me know if you continue to see the pattern and theme on some of these guys. Put it down below. But as I continue, right, you see Braden Fisk. Okay, they met with him. Byron Murphy, they met with him as a top 30 visitor. All right, that's the Texas defensive tackle. Makai Wingo, LSU defensive tackle. Braden Fisk, Florida State defensive tackle. Met with him and Evan Anderson at a FAU defensive tackle. Those are the defensive tackles they've met with. As far as edges go, they've met with Jalen Allen out of Memphis and Braden McCrager out of Michigan. Okay, these are the edges. You talk about linebackers, they've only met with a guy out of Washington. I don't want to mess his name up, but they met a guy out of Washington. Corners, they met with Jaquan Shepard out of Maryland. And now you look at everybody else. Safeties, they met Omar Brown from Nebraska, Trey Taylor from Air Force, Jaden Hicks from Washington State, Julius Woods from ECU. Trend I'm seeing on a lot of these top 30 visits, honestly, a lot of them dudes are late round guys. A guy that might be a first round, Michael Penix, Bo Nix, they might be first rounders, but do you agree with that? Not really. You look again, right? You see Byron Murphy, that's a first rounder, right? A lot of the other guys, not really, right? A lot of the other guys are late round guys. Very interesting, right? Very interesting when you look at those top 30 visits right there. Does that tell you anything? Maybe they've already done their homework on some of the top round, early round guys, right? And so now you look, is this something Mattel to say, if we move up, these are the motherfuckers we probably got to look at, right? Or let's just bring in these guys, right, for their top 30 visit. And these are later round guys. We've already pretty much done our homework on all the early. See what these guys are about. But just wanted to go ahead and share the top 30 visit with y'all, right? Just so y'all can see who the Raiders have looked at so far. Now, as we see here, we're coming up on the hour. All right, we got 158 in the chat. Much love to everybody that's in here. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button. We coming up on the last portion of the show, right? So make sure you guys are staying pat because we got our mock draft upon us right now, right? We got the mock draft upon us right now. The final mock draft before tomorrow, right? Now, we're going to go into the minds of the Raiders here. All right, now, you know what I would do. Ain't no secret. No matter what it is, I'm going to try to make that move. I'm going to try to get up to 3. But we're going to let it play out until 4. And whatever happens, happens, right? And we're going to go into the minds of the Raiders today. And we're going to see what we can do as far as the draft. So hit the thumbs up. We're going to get in here. Let's get this mock draft started, man. Let's go ahead and let's get this thing started, man. Let's get this thing rolling. So I am looking for already to move up for the quarterback, correct? So that's where we on. But at the end of the day, we got to play the board. So we're going to see how the board falls, and we're going to let it go to number 4, man. Remember, make sure you're hitting the like button. Let's go ahead and get this thing cracking, boy. So, boom, Caleb Williams goes first. And already the Band-Aid is fucking ripped off, right? The Band-Aid is ripped off. Jaden Daniels at 2. And like I said, right, if we can't secure Jaden Daniels, then it is what it is. But, you know, I like the Band-Aid to be ripped off early. Fuck it. You know what I mean? So now we know Jaden Daniels is out the picture. My mind already here is to move back. I'm already on the move back train, bro. But we're going to see what it is. Joe Alte, fucking 3. That's wild. Okay, Drake May, JJ McCarthy goes at 6. Malik Neighbors, Latu at 9. Adunze, Brock Bowers to the Chargers. Fuaga at 12. So look, check me out. Fuaga is gone at 12. I only got one pick. I only got one motherfucking pick. Not one pick, one trade. I only got one trade. Now, as I'm seeing, 29 is low, but you do get 61 and 73. Now, like I said, Fuaga's gone. And at this point right here, if we're going into the minds of the Raiders, right, their top corners are still on the board. So at this point, if I'm going to be a Raider guy and I'm going to go into their minds, I say they're going to go ahead and see, but they're thinking about moving back, right? The Raiders are thinking about moving back, and getting these 2 picks right here would be very valuable. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm on the move back train. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Let them select Terrion Arnold, and we going to move back all the way to 29. Fuck it. And I know some people are looking. Why in the hell would he do that? And I'm going to tell you right now why I'm going to do it. And this is why. For you motherfuckers right here who wanted Michael Penix in the first round, you're fucking welcome. Because now you're able to get your quarterback at 29 and select some more picks after that. So you're welcome. For everybody that liked Michael Penix, as predicted, he falls all the way to 29. How the fuck Johnny Newton is still there, I don't know. Do not let me get this motherfucker right here. And it's a wrap. Guaranteed. So the next pick, I'm not even looking at the chat, bro. I'm not even looking at the chat right now because I know y'all going stupid and I know who y'all want me to get. It's not even no secret, bro. With my 44th overall pick, I'm going to go ahead and get Johnny Newton. That ain't no problem for me, right? So now as we looking, our picks are simple. Traded back to 29. Selected Michael Penix. Got Johnny Newton with our 44th. And don't forget, we got a 61 because we traded back. So now I can fuck around and see what I can secure. All right, now we seeing all this. I'm not really interested in trading back anything at this point. We already got a D tackle, right? We already got a D tackle. So now, as we're looking, can I double up here? Could I double up here? Now, we still got 77, which I'm okay with. We still got 77. But I've seen they've met with a lot of the guys. But if I'm going to the mind of the Raiders, if this is our draft, Michael Penix is 29. Johnny Newton is 44. So they're probably already thinking we got a D tackle. Don't need to really double up on that. So what you would probably double up on or just grab already is probably guys who they've already met with, or you shore up that offensive line. Now I'm looking. They ain't really met with Mahogany. They might be interested, but we still got 77. So I think there's room for me to do things. Let me look at Rosengarten. 6'5". He played Washington. He's probably that right tackle. So you know what? What I'm going to do, since we selected Michael Penix, we got to go ahead and secure that offensive line and get that shit together. So I'm going to go ahead and get an offensive lineman here and make it and secure that offensive line. Now we got to pick with 73. Don't trip, everybody. We still got some shit to grow. Now, Braden Fisk is gone. And I know some people might be mad at that. I understand. But we got to do what we got to do. Now, there's a guy. Now, here's a dilemma I'm at because we still got 77. But check this out. I've said it before and I will say it again. The Raiders need an edge player. And to me, I am gonna go with one of the guys that I think is a very underrated edge player, and that's Brandon Dorlish out of Oregon. I think he's very underrated. But keep in mind, we traded back. We still got 77. So now, looking what we want to do, let's go ahead and go to the offensive section. Right? I still got some guys on the board. So I don't really think I got to fuck around and, trip off there. So what I would say I can do now, no corner either. So looking at the corner sections, I seen some people talk about this guy right here, but see, this is my thing. I know, shout out to whoever talked about that in the chat, by the way. Shout out to you. But 5'10", if you new to the channel, right? I've always said I don't like smallish corners, right? Me personally, I don't like no smallish corner. Now, keep in mind, I think I think the Raiders have met with Junior Colson. The Raiders have met with Junior Colson before, and this would be a guy that I think would be interesting because I think that the Raiders are looking for a linebacker. I think the Raiders are looking for another linebacker, and I think they might need some more depth there. So, not gonna lie. Oh shit, T'Vondre Sweat is still there. That's crazy. But you know what? At the end of the day, bro, I'm gonna go with a linebacker because I think they are looking for a linebacker, and just based off the needs I've already grabbed and shit already, I have the luxury to go with a linebacker at 77. Now, already my next pick, I'm already on some shit where I'm looking. I'm either on the running back or the corner, right? And salute to everybody in the chat. Like I said, I'm not even looking. I'm not even seeing what y'all saying. Y'all either roasted me or y'all not. Y'all either roasted me or you're not. But we gonna see. I do plan on getting a running back soon. I really do. I really do plan on getting a fucking running back soon. But I gotta see where I'm at. Oh, we here. Okay. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The reason I just said fuck is because I like Blake Fisher. I really fucking like Blake Fisher, and I didn't think he was gonna fall this far. But regardless of it, I didn't think he was gonna fall this far. But if you look at the scores, right, thing and the weight comparison between him and Rosengarten and the guy we picked, nothing too crazy, right? I mean, if you really look, Rosengarten tested a little better. So there we are there. Now we're here, right, to this is our fourth round? It's our fourth round. I'm not mad at this shit. So looking at offense, Bucky Irving is there, but Audric Estime is there at 111 too. Audric Estime is there, but on defense, we need to start grabbing corners, bro. No cap. I mean, now unless they went veteran and shit, but Kyrie's still there, and this is the problem. What guys on fucking running back are there? Jalen Wright still on the board, bro. So is Ray Davis, and so is Marshawn Lloyd. Fuck it. You know what we're gonna do, bro? I'm gonna tell y'all right now. And this is how we're gonna make it happen. I'm gonna get a goddamn corner. I'm gonna get a corner. I'm gonna get a corner and make it stretch, bro. I think we can do it. No, you know what? At the last second, your boy just changed his mind. Fuck all that. We getting the goddamn running back because he's not gonna make it. And you know who we gonna get? We getting the Estime. Fuck it. Fuck it. Complete 180 flip on you motherfuckers, huh? Complete 180 flip. But we getting a running back. We getting a running back, man. I made the dice shake roll. Made the dice shake roll. I'm gonna say that a fucking corner is gonna be there when we select. A corner is gonna be there when we select at 148, bro. We're gonna keep it pushing like that. And they're not. So I didn't get a corner at all. So in this mock draft, right? In this mock draft, looks like we going veteran at that corner spot. No doubt. Unless the people's champion is still here and Dwight McGlothern is still here. The people's champion. Going on, right? Damn, all these running backs still on the board. So I reached on that one. Didn't need to grab that. But that's a fuck up on my end. But we keep it pushing, right? Here, I think it's pretty safe for me to grab Zach Zinter at 148. Shore up that offensive line. Continue on that, right? I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it. Michael Penix, Johnny Newton, Rosengarten, Brandon Dorless, Junior Colson, Audric Estime, Zach Zinter. That's where we at right here. I mean, y'all let me know. Let me go to the chat, man. How y'all feel about this? Yeah, it is. It is. But hey. Hey. I know. I wanted him. But regardless of it. I wanted Kyrie Jackson, bro. I wanted Kyrie Jackson. But I got greedy. I thought we was going to fuck around and have something else. Thought we was going to have some more options. Hey, look, man, I'm not mad at the first four, bro. I'm not. If the first four was to play down like this, I say fuck it. Now, in all fairness, I wouldn't be 100% excited, but hey, it is what it is. Hey, bro, this is one of my worst mock drafts. I've had good mock drafts before, but this one of my worst ones. But regardless of it, I don't know what I'm gonna do at this point. I'm just taking shit at this point. We going wide receiver. Nah, we still need a corner. I'm gonna reach on a corner because I didn't take a fucking corner before. Damn, it's all bad right here. It's all bad. Hey, I just said this dude right here. So we're going to double up and take this guy right here. At this point, I'm going to take guys that I recognize on their top 30 visits. If they traded back to 29 and got Johnny Newton and fucking Michael Penix, I don't want to hear nothing from any of y'all. That'd be a good damn draft. That'd be a great damn draft. That would be a great damn draft if they did that. Let me see. Is this our last pick? No, last two picks. Yes. Fuck it. Center. Because I need a replacement at some point. And then last but not least, let's go with let's go to safety, bro. Let's go to safety. Let's be different. And go with a safety. Let's complete Washington was kind of trash defensively. We're taking the people's champion. Where you at? Dwight McGlothern. We taking the people's champion. All right, man. That's it. What in the rundown, Mackenzie, was this? Hey, at the end of the day, bro, I had to trade back. I traded back. It is what it is. And look, keep in mind, right? Some people are happy with this. I even said if this was the real shit right here, I'd be like, I wouldn't be completely excited. Now I'm not gonna be mad to you. I mean, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That first 29 to 77, I'd fuck with that. I'd honestly fuck with that. Because I actually do like Brandon Dorless. I do like Junior Colson. Zach Zinter I could live with. Rosengarten is the only one that I'd be like, but it needed a tackle regardless. So that'd be the only one I wouldn't probably fuck with. But, right, if it do end up shaking like that, all you guys that was saying Telesco ain't aggressive GM, you're welcome, right? You're fucking welcome. Because that's exactly what the fuck it looks like right? That's exactly what it looks like. I'm fired as a GM, and I get Michael Penix and Johnny Newton in round 1 and 2, and I'm fired. That's fucking crazy. Shit is wild, right? We all just want who we want at the end of the day, huh? But that's been another episode of the Raider Rundown, man. Y'all make sure y'all tapping on the like, on the subscribe button if you're really fucking with the content, man. I really appreciate everybody that has pulled up. Make sure, remember, I'm going to plug it one more time, man. Make sure you guys remember that tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific time, we will be going live here on the channel across all TRS platforms. That means Protect the Shield, Cheeto Linus, and the Ultimate Raider Fan 32 Turf. My bad. Brain fart right there. But make sure you guys tap in right there. We're going to be going live on all channels. Going to be a live draft party, open link as well, meaning after 7:30, after 8 o'clock hits, everybody's welcome to join. The link will be posted in the comment section. Also, we'll be posting on all social media. So if you want to join, come on screen, talk your shit, smoke your shit. Let's do our thing, man. So y'all know what time it is. Much appreciated to everybody that is here. And right, you already know what I say every time here on the Raider Rundown, man. From the clouds to the ground, we keep it authentic here on the Raider Rundown. Y'all have a good one.